Jumping into round one with Ben Friedman's Grixis Shadow. You can find this list on the SCG Select side. I think it was posted yesterday. Notables are 4 Mishra's Bauble, Kolaghan's or Rakdos Charm. That's pretty much it. There's no Terminate, but I think that's pretty common nowadays. But the 4 Baubles is quite odd. There's also no Tassigers, but again, I think people are starting to realize that Angler is just better. He doesn't have a K command in the main, which is notable. Which I think is okay. A lot of the matches we played yesterday, I wasn't like overjoyed when we drew K command in game 1. Like game 2, a lot of the matchups slowed down. Alright, so this is a keep. We're gonna be on the draw. So our hand is a little weak to discard. Looks like we're getting discarded. So it looks like we're playing a mirror. I like this guy's avatar. Opponent is 2 and 2. Took our Thoughtseize. Interesting. Yeah, we drew a Street Wraith, but it could be anything. Would have liked to hit a discard spell, obviously. Surprised he shocked first. Okay, he just has double. Well, there's nothing we can do about that, obviously. So I'm guessing he's taking our push and playing his own Shadow. Oh, okay. Thanks. If he Thoughtseize again, this is like really greedy. So we can go to 15. We should definitely fetch. Yeah, I'm gonna go to 15. The problem now is going to be he's going to have Shadow plus Stubborn Denial. I mean, thankfully we drew the Snapcaster Mage, so we can actually next turn snap push, but he's just going to play a big threat. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so I'm not going to shock this time. We're probably likely getting hit for 5. Drawing another push is awkward. Could snap Thoughtseize. But I'm not really in the market for that, I don't think. We can draw our own Angler. Yeah, that's not good. I don't really like. Man, if this game was completely play draw dependent. Like he just got to like strip our hand before we got to take his. Yeah, we're gonna go to 1, but I want at least information. If I see like terminate, I'll kind of know what his list is maybe. That's fine. Go to 3, and now we just need to draw a Delver. Try to get some more information here before we die in a horrible fire. Probably should have done this in combat. For whatever reason, I was thinking that we didn't Thoughtseize. It's just a misplay on my part. I don't think it's going to matter. Any Fatal Push or Liliana. Alright, well, we got the block. It didn't end up mattering. And we're dead. Alright, so I want Liliana the Veil, Liliana the Last Hope. This is gonna get grindy. I think K Command's fine. EE's probably not great. And Rakdos Charm, man, I just don't know if I care enough about his graveyard. Like, if this was Nile Spellbomb, I'd bring it in, but I think it's too loose to do that. I'm gonna board out the Battle Rages. This is gonna get grindy. We're both gonna have a bunch of removal spells. I'm also gonna board out 2 of the Street Wraiths for the very same reason. The game can go long, and you end up taking quite a bit of damage. Stubborn Denial is also something we should usually cut. So maybe the Street Wraiths are better because we're on the play. And from there, I'll probably just leave in like a Miser's Stubborn Denial. We could also take Collective Brutality, though it's not particularly good. We'll leave in 1 Stubborn Denial. It's a very fast mulligan. I think this is a mulligan too. We'll keep this. Don't want to draw that. Snapcaster Mage. Do we want to draw Snapcaster Mage? I don't think so. I don't need to Thought Scour, and I don't want it to get Stubborn Denial, so I'm just gonna untap. Should we main phase the Scour in case we hit a Bobble? Maybe, but am I really like, do I really care about bobbling? Oh, opponent mills 2 Death Shadows. Alright, I'd really like to hit a 3rd land here. We did bottom a land. He's got the turn 2 Tassiger. Oh, that's a tilt. He's a ways off K commanding back Snapcaster Mage, or Snap K commanding. He's gonna take a snap. Alright, so we're gonna go to 9, then we can play double Death Shadow next turn. Kind of want to hit a land drop.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
I think this is just better for this turn. So he's gonna snap Thought Scour, I assume. Now there's actually an interesting thing here. I don't think he'll do it, obviously. Oh, man, my cat really scratched me. If he attacks with both, we can block a Death Shadow on the Tassiger and take 2, and Death Shadow will live, but Tassiger will not die. If he attacks with both, we can double block the Tassiger, and then we kill Tassiger and neither of our shadows die. Yeah, it would die to K command though, yeah. Now we can activate Tasker. Our opponent's list seems like it's a little outdated. Now remember, he already milled, okay, 2 Death Shadows. So this is the third one in the top 22 cards of his deck. It's quite good. Could make these 6/6s. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I have push for the Young Pyro. I have to chump this though, right? Or no, I don't. If he swings all out... Yeah, okay. So we're gonna block here and here. Take 6, go to 1. Did he draw a Snapcaster Mage? That is sick. Man, dude. 3 shadows, 3 snaps in the top 23 cards. Well, our opponent did not go 2 and 3, so good for them. They get their money back. We'll try to do the same. Bobble didn't really impress me there. Like, it was a pseudo scry. It would have been fine as an opt. We have opt in our deck, obviously. But it's not like it enabled us to do anything. I'm gonna bottom that. I'm really looking for Thought Scour. Alright, we're playing against humans. What's the card we're most afraid of? Do we just take the Aether Vial and make him like cast these 2 mana things? I think we do. I think I'm on the taking the Aether Vial plan, but you could also take the Dark Confidant since we don't have an answer for it. this is interesting. Meddling Mage isn't like that scary. I mean, he can name Fatal Push and it's just like a dead card. He has 3 2-drops though and only 2 lands, so I feel like if we take Vial, we can slow him down quite a bit, and our hand isn't very fast. But Dark Confidence is probably the biggest threat. Alright, we're gonna take Dark Confidant. If we draw a discard spell, if we draw a Thought Scour, taking the Vial would have been worse. And I feel like we're, you know, given our mulligan, yeah. So we drew a freebooter, but it doesn't actually hit anything. So I think we just take the Meddling Mage. Not really worried about a 1-1 or a 1/2 flyer or whatever. I'm gonna fetch now, and I'm not gonna shock. I decided to fetch just in case he's playing Trixie, Leonin Arbiter, or some nonsense. Here comes Freebooter, doesn't hit anything. Four, 5, 6, 7. So we're just gonna play Angler next turn. Well, here's hoping he didn't draw a Reflector Mage. Alright, so we know his hand. Yep. Take 3 this turn, go to 9. We play Death Shadow next turn. It's a 4/4. I don't think we're winning if we don't attack. Alright, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go to 1. We're dead to any pump. But then our opponent is dead on the backswing if they don't hit anything. Super dead to Mantis Rider. Also, any human, I guess, kills this too. Maybe it was a bad attack. Alright, EE, very good. K-Return, also very good. Staticaster is not terrible, definitely bringing it in. Lilies, we don't want. Collector Brutality's pretty meh, it's mostly a burn card. Liliana the Last Hope kills Noble, kills Thalia Lieutenant, doesn't kill really anything that once it's pumped. I think that's a no. This is round 2. We lost our first one to the mirror, and our opponent just honestly just drew really well. And then we are about to go to game 2 against humans. Oh yeah, Stubbs. Thank you. I always forget about Summer now. Is there anything that's worse than Street Wraith? I feel like I want the Thought Seizes. The Fatal Push seem really good. Thought Scour and Opt, kind of slow. Mistram's Bobble, I think we're testing. We should just leave it in. Could not. I don't want all these cards. Game's gonna go longer, so I think Street Wraith's a lot worse. Maybe for that reason I want the Lily. Yeah, alright. We have a land heavy hand. But we have Bobble and Opt. I'm gonna keep it. I'm actually gonna fetch Shock before I Bobble, right? I guess not. Thought Scour. Yeah, I want to draw that. How'd it go? Well, that's a tilt. Drawing that land there. This is Ben Friedman's list that he posted on SCG yesterday. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the yard. I think I'm supposed to bottom this and try to hit Angler. Thought Seize is also fair. Dark Confidant, Mantis Rider, Sin Collector. Well, it's gonna be real hard to beat this. I really wish we had a removal spell. I guess we'll just take the 2-drop and slow him down and hope to draw something good. We can also draw Engineered Explosives and deal with all of these 3-drops. So he snap, thought sees a rider. Then he has another rider. Guess we can get Island. We could very well get Reflector Mage. We might start this league off 0-2. We didn't have to mulligan a bunch in game 1. You think we can beat a Dark Confidant? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 7. I think the problem with that line, though, guys, is that he just plays Dark Confidant on 2, and we don't have an answer for Dark Confidant, so he gets to draw 2 extra cards. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. This will only be a 3-2. Yeah, we're flooding a little bit. It's alright, we drew 2 Snapcaster Mages. Here's a Reflector Mage. Yep. Sick. Bottling myself. Death Shadow is good. I'm gonna hold this fetch in case we draw another Fatal Push because we want to Fatal Push a 3. I'm not gonna fetch. I'm also gonna take 3 and go to 4. gonna be real awkward when he meddling mages our Grimog Angler. Okay, that's the Thalia we can beat. This is the Thalia we cannot beat. Silt. We're just dead now? Oh. Oh. Oh, we're just dead. God, I should have fetched. Oh, I should have fetched. If I would have fetched, I would have had another mana. Or was I out of fetchables? I might have been out of fetchables. I had both basics, right? Yeah. I didn't have a land I can get, I don't think. Do I keep this on the play? Just like Angler on 2? I think so. My heart's not in this list. I think that's part of it. Alright, looks like Storm. Top, bottom. I could have thought scoured him, but we have this Angler, so... Interesting, so 4, 5... 6, 7. Alright, so next turn we shock down to 11, Fatal Push their 2-drop, and then play our Death Shadow. Should I just Battle Rage next turn? Probably not, actually. I want to hold up Fatal Push. Yeah, I haven't really been a fan of the bubbles either. Honestly, I think it's interesting, and I think like if you're trying to trim lands, that's fine. But I don't know, like I like hitting my land drops. Ooh, that's a good draw. I think our opponent has to basically go for it here, right? Because we have lethal. Because this will be a 5/5, this will be a 5/5, and then Temur Battle Rage. think I'm gonna bobble them. Snow-covered island. I think I'm gonna go for it here. So if he remans, we just cast it again. He has to exactly counter it. What is this? Red 1. Oh, Manamorpho, sure. Alright. So we want Engineer Explosives to clean up goblins. Probably wants... Hey, Jesse. Probably wants... Rakdos Charm. Kind of want to cut Baubles, but we only have 17 lands, so I feel like now I can't cut Bauble. I mean, exiling his graveyard in response to like a, or like letting him resolve a Gifts Ungiven and then exiling it, like on the end step. It's also costly though. If we're not bringing it in this matchup, why is it in our deck though, right? Like, or yeah, let him resolve an empty and beam him for 16. Yeah, that's a thing too. I think I'll bring in Staticaster as well. We have 6 cards to cut. I don't think so. Although 3 is a lot. But I like these over Staticaster. Because you can cast them for 0. Cutting. This wants to be fast. I think I need Dismember. Yeah, but Dismember's cheap. We're lacking a threat, but we have discard, Stubborn Denial, Street Wraith. Alright, we're super flooded. See what he does with his op. He put it on top. So he hit a land. I like to play the odds game, and I know it's stupid and it doesn't make logical sense, but I like to think that if I've drawn 4 lands, the odds that there's a land on top of my deck is lower. He bottoms both of his cards, so I'm going to go ahead and fetch Shock Thought Scour. If I opt, I won't be able to play Grimog Angler, so I need to Thought Scour. Look at us go. Why not lower what more? Oh, no, I see what you're saying. It's not about lowering the odds, it's the fact that, like, I've already drawn 4 lands in the top 7 cards, so the chance that the next draw is a land is, you know, in my mind, it's, like, lower. If, like, the deck is randomized, if that makes sense. I know it's dumb, but it is what it is. Am I supposed to snap Thoughtseize here, or just leave open Stubborn Denial? I feel like I'm supposed to leave open Stubborn Denial so we can't Ritual Gifts. And then next turn we can snap Thoughtseize. Again, I understand the margins. I'm just telling you how my brain works. So in his hand is Opt, Mana, Morpho. So opponents have 14. Do we want to go to 7? If we draw Death Shadow, we attack him to 9. We'll be at 7. And then we only need a 4 power Death Shadow, right? So because we attack him to 9 and then we attack him to 9 and then we can attack for 9, so there's no point in shocking here. Certainly that's going to seal the game. EE. We don't need to play that. So we have Snap. I'm gonna go to 6. I went to 6 because we need triple blue to snap, stub, and play our stub. Possible I was supposed to snap there just because of remand, but it ultimately doesn't matter. Ah, yeah, that's a good point. I couldn't get Island with Bloodstained Mire, though. I like Storm. It's a lot of fun. If I owned the cards, I'd probably play it more. Not that I play Paper Magic that much anymore. Goblin Electromancer's fine. So he's gonna have 4 mana. What's the storm count right now? It's Electromancer, Ritual. Storm count's 3. So if we let this resolve, and his last card is Grape Shot, are we dead? If I just counter this, he surely can't win, right? Because we know one of his cards is opt, so he doesn't have land. I do want to play the energy circuit. There is a reason I'm not at the moment, though. And I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. So I'm not gonna. Until I hear otherwise. The NRC circuit is Nerd Rage Gaming's championship circuit. They do a great job, honestly. It's kind of like the IQ system for SCG. Basically, they have championship trials, CTQs, or championship trial qualifiers. And then they have, which gets you, if you win one, you get free entry into the CTs. And then if you win the CT, you get invited to the yearly championship, which is, I think it's 16 players. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It might be 24, but I think it's 16. And then it's just like it's kind of like the Players' Championship of the SCG. Not quite to the same scale, but like, you know, they went all out this year. They did the jackets or the pullovers for everybody. They did a bunch of swag. It was a sweet deal. I can't remember what the winner got in terms of cash. I think... But yeah, The 2018 season is much bigger. All of the prize money doubled, everything. Like, they're really making a go of it, and I would love to support them. And maybe I will. We'll have to find out. Do I keep this on the play? I'm a little ways off from casting Death Shadow. All of my fetches can only get 2 shocks, but I do have Bobble into Opt. And I do have a Stubborn in that. So I take 4 down to 16. Having a Teamer Battle Rage in my opening hand has been pretty meh. I don't like these baubles. I am going to keep it though. We have a lot of looks at stuff. I don't need to bobble on one either, right? I could bobble on my opponent's turn. Yeah, and Nerd Rage is also starting to do coverage for all the CTs, which is nice. Opponents mulliganing to 6, bottom to their scry. I already have something to do on my opponent's end step, so I'm gonna bobble now for like after I opt a bobble. Don't think we want that. All right, Abrupt Decay. That's kind of crappy. Delta. This is going to be a matchup where we want Lingering Souls. And we don't have it. This could also be Abzan. They play Hissing Quagmires. Scavenging. Probably need to kill that. It doesn't matter if I fetch Shock or not. It's 2 life either way. No, he has this Abrupt Decay, so I feel like I just have to play this Shadow. I guess I can wait and snap Opt. It's Stirring Wildwood. Just to note, I played Hissing Quagmire in my Abzan lists because the Death Touch is a lot more relevant. I'm going to discard this Teamer Battle Rage. Although we could kill Lily with it. Could kill Lily with it. Also, you guys got me frazzled talking about lands, and I should have just stubbed this Lily. I don't know why I didn't. I started talking about lands. That's why I didn't stub. Stubborn and Bob. Twitch chat ruined my league. I didn't say that. You guys got me chatting so much now. I made so many mistakes just now. I should have killed Lily with the Teamer Battle Rage and then played Death Shadow. Should have stubbed this Liliana. We'd be way ahead. It's okay though. It's okay. We 401 yesterday. We can punt today. Inquisition. I guess I just let it resolve, right? Jeff Hooglin with the host, 52 viewers. Thank you, sir. I hope your leagues went well tonight. We are rocking Ben Friedman's list that was posted on SCG yesterday with Mishra's Baubles in Grixis. I have not liked it so far, but it's been interesting. Card.
They were blinded, tried to deny us, didn't think we were.
Alright, let's draw a fetch land. Oh, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've had you host for a while. I just assume you had some type of deal with someone else. Wouldn't surprise me. Probably not worth trading Death Shadow for a Dark Confidant. It's probably going to end up trading for a Hissing Quagmire, though, which is a little awkward. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in the library, so we can leave Dismember and play out an Angler. Yeah, I guess we do probably win this game if he blocks, right? I mean, the problem is the Quagmire. Humans is a much faster clock though, Josh, so every resource matters. What is bad for him to draw? I mean, nothing scares me a ton, but I am worried about this Quagmire. Snapcaster Mage would do pretty good here. Oh, it's not bad. Got all the anglers. 4, 5, 6, 7. So our angler trades and then we get to play another one. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Opponent's hitting all the lands off their Dog Confidant. How do I beat that? Comes a Liliana. Oh no, Maelstrom Pulse. Yep. Oh, I just want to draw something to hurt myself. Alright. I'll trade this Team of Battle Rage for your Bob if you offer it. Sad days, sad days. Another Bob. Okay. I'll probably offer the trade for this one though, right? Play Bob and then play Liliana. Give me something to stub. That doesn't, not stubbing that. Hollow one deck with Fiery Temper. Yeah, I like that card a lot actually in that list. For those of you who come from Jeff's stream, thank you for sticking around. My name is Brad Brown. I'm a streamer out of Peoria, Illinois, which is real close to Bloomington, where Jeff is from. Stream every week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. How do I beat this card? I know Jeff and his viewers like value, and especially free value. We do a giveaway every week. You do not need to be here to qualify. Ooh, interesting. So, that makes me think he has an Abrupt Decay? Oh, no, right. He has another Bob. We knew that. Our opponent's at 11. Street Wraith puts us to 7, which makes our Death Shadow a 6/6. So if he blocks with Bob, we kill him. If he doesn't block with Bob, all right. Make sure to leave open a blue in case the last card is Fatal Push. We got there. Alright. I think we're gonna see a lot of 2-drops out of his deck, so I actually like these Engineered Explosives. We don't have to worry about Lingering Souls. Kolaghan's Command because the matchup's really grindy. We want all the Lilianas. I think we can cut the Stubborn Denials. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's absolutely insane. We played a version last night where we had a Godless Shrine and 3 Lingering Souls in the side, and I actually really liked it. And just having like the main board Teamer Battle Rages for game 1 and then game 2, like you take them out, and then like board into the Lingering Souls because the matchups are gonna go like way grindier. It was good. We're just trying out a bunch of different Grixis lists. Like I haven't been impressed by these baubles. I definitely want the Dismembers. I'm gonna take out the Battle Rages because of Abrupt Decays. I also think it's right to shave some number of Street Wraith in the grindy matchups. But again, we only have 17 lands, which scares me a little bit. I'm gonna board like this, I think. I'll board out a Bobble. Charm for his Goyfs. That's the other thing about this list I haven't been ecstatic about. Like Rakdos Charm seems like a worse Nile Spellbomb, but it's obviously better against like Lantern Control and Affinity and various other matchups. But am I really gonna bring in a card just to exile their graveyard? Like I think Goyf just gets answered by Engineered Explosives and it kills Bob, Skoos. Street Wraith is better than Bobble. Like, I think Nile Spellbomb is the better graveyard of choice card. I'm gonna keep this hand. Don't really want to draw a land, so I am gonna fetch. Typically save your polluted deltas for last. Because they can fetch basics. Thanks, Jesse. Good luck in Columbus. So I'm just going to dismember this. We're going to drop down to 11 and then fetch next turn. And play 2 Death Shadows. Blood Crypt here. Yeah, this deck is very broken. I'm sorry, but I just played 2 5/5s on turn 2. Aw, he takes our Lily. And we have another fetch land as well. And we don't have to worry about reach out of his deck. Dismember's really impressed me. Terminate's always been really awkward on the mana. Ah. Person for a swamp. Ghost Border, sure. I mean, that's not bad, right? Get Steam Vents here, just so I have double blue. Opponents at 2 need to answer both of our things and this Snapcaster Mage. Well, that was a quick one. So here's the thing about Austin's list. For the other viewers, we're 2-2. We lost our first 2. We lost to the Mirror Game 1 was Grimog Angler on turn 2 that we didn't have an answer for. We had a couple fatal pushes in our hand. And then we rolled a 5 game 2. And then match 2... I don't even remember what we played now. It was a while ago. And then we beat Storm. And then you just saw us beat Green-Black. I think we played another mirror, right? So anyway, what's funny about Austin's list, because he sent it to me last night, it's like 6 cards off from the list we played yesterday. I did like it, though. This is another really solid hand. We will keep it. Looks like we're playing another Storm player. Our hand is quick, which is good. How do I feel about Thought Scour? I think in the Grixis deck in particular, if that's what you're talking about, it's a very good card. If you're talking about some other list, obviously it very much matters on what you're going to do. One of the things I liked about Lingering Souls is that your Thought Scours can hit them, and you kind of get value off of them. So we're going to take the Baral here. He did have 2 copies, but we do have a Fatal Push. Alright, we'd really like to draw a fetch land. Dismember. Oh, we drew a basic. Gross. So I think... I mean, based on his hand, 1 unknown, he has to hit a ritual, and he doesn't really have a way to search for one. He's likely to remand whatever we play. Josh, make a humans list, man. I'll play it. You get 1 a month. Our opponent missed their land drop. Good for us. Do I want another Thought Scour? Probably not. I think at this point I want Stubborn Denials. Angler's also a good card. But he's just going to remand it. So I'm going to play this Shadow first to try to bait it out. It didn't work. Alright, so someone remind me, if I dismember my Death Shadow on his end step... Never mind, he's just going to play Electromancer. Alright, the moment I get priority, I'm killing it. And I'm going to pay the maximum life I can. Alright, let's bobble our opponent to see what they're drawing. They're going to draw a 3rd land. Yeah, that's what I thought, Josh. Two, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we need to draw a way to damage ourselves for 1 point of damage. There it is. We have lethal on board now. Alright, so Manamorphose down. We know one card's a remand. He had another Baral. Check his gas. Alright. Storm. Engineered explosives in. I think one Rakdos Charm is fine. It's very much a race, so I want the Battle Rages. One Stubbs. One Fatal Push. I feel like the Baubles are the worst card. This Member feels fine. I think I'm just gonna cut the 4 Baubles. I don't think we want any of these. I mean, Staticaster's okay. The one thing I like about EE is it plays very well against Remand. Is Brutality really that good? I mean, if he's a good player, I should never get an opportunity to Brutality his Goblin Electromancer, because he should only play it the turn he's going to go off, unless he's playing it when he's mana screwed, like he did last game. So I don't think it's a particularly good card, and like tapping out on my turn against like Remand is also very dangerous. I like just cutting the Baubles, I think. Alright, we have Thoughtseize, Stubborn Denial. We'll keep it. We kind of want to draw one more land because we have these snaps for these stubs. So I'm actually going to cycle my Street Wraith first. Alright. Ritual, Bolt, Manamorphose, Remand. Wow, this one seems tough to me. I'm not going to take Bolt. We can just play around it. I feel like Remand gives him the most value, but Manamorphose lets him see more cards. And if we draw a fetch land next turn, then we can play Death Shadow. If he remands it, we can play it again, but then we're tapped out. Maybe I just take remand. His hand is Ritual. Man, this is tough. I think I'm supposed to Thought Scour and try to hit a fetch. Thoughtseize is also okay. Alright, we'll take Manamorphose. His hand is now 3 rituals and a bolt. And he drew Baral. It's kind of gross. Alright, so he just needs a payoff card. Garen Adro 2 with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Alright, so we drew a land. I think I'm just gonna play one of these Snapcaster mages. I was hoping to draw a removal spell for that. And I don't think... we should Thoughtseize him. Alright, so he drew a spell. He didn't play a land. Alright, we can go to 6 if we want to. If I attack with the Snap 2 and I take 3 and go to 7, it's a 2-turn clock. If he blocks the Snapcaster Mage, he takes 7. And then if we peel a removal spell, it's lethal. So I think this is what I'm supposed to do. Alright, now we have stub, snap, stub, snap, stub. Alright, we did not draw the removal spell. But this is lethal, so he does have to block. And I think we have enough protection to win the game. We will see. Yeah, I'm gonna stubborn denial this. Opponent said we had everything. I mean, our hand was very good, but, you know. Gonna do. Send him a salt shaker. Oh, David. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still trying to... I wish... One thing I wish about Twitch is that you could tag usernames with, like, real names, so I could know who everyone is. So yeah, this is the list we played. We finished 3-2. I feel like our game 1, we didn't really get to play Magic. Or match 1 rather, we didn't really get to play Magic. In match 2, I felt like it was close. We just didn't get there. And then we played Storm twice, which is a good matchup. And we played Green-Black, which is probably 50-50. Only because of Ghost Quarter sometimes can get you out of the game. But maybe we're a little ahead in that matchup too. But it all felt good. I do feel like, you know, if we want to look at how everything played out, I think the Lingering Soul deck would have been better. The version with Lingering Souls. I didn't like baubles. I didn't really get them. Like, we cut 1 land from our deck, and we're playing 4 baubles, and it's supposed to be like a probe, but I feel like it's a lot worse than probe. You don't get the card right away. And you don't get to see their hand. Like, the value, like, seeing their hand, there's just so much value in that because you know what to play around and how to play, you know, the matchup out. Rakdos Charm continues to be unimpressive to me. I think I would rather just have Nile Spellbomb as some graveyard hate. I certainly don't want 2. Kozilek's Return's been fine. I could see wanting... like a Radiant Flames and a Kozilek's Return. The only reason I mention that is Meddling Mage against humans. If they freebooter you and take return, and then the Meddling Mage and name return, you have outs. So, and they basically fill the same role, except for K return is a little bit better against Affinity, because it can kill Edge Champion. 3 Liliana the Veil felt like a lot, but I do get it. I mean, the card's insane, but I could see trimming one. 3 Engineered Explosives also felt like a lot. It felt like I never wanted to board in 3, you know? So, typically, we just play our 5 matches and we're done with it. But we got this done in 2.5 hours. So we've got another hour. So I think what we're going to do is jump into a Vintage Cube. But first I'm going to return these cards to Mana Traders. And this is one of the downsides to Mana Traders, is like I can't just jump into another league without finishing it, because it'll just spend so many of my mana hours. So that is one kind of downfall. But if I wasn't streaming, I would be logging off. Well, we can jump into a Vintage Cube, we can do the draft, maybe play the first round, and then that's something I can finish on my own time. I'm a terrible, terrible limited player. So, take that for what it's worth. Vintage Cube. Leagues. Swiss. Alright. Let's jump into this queue. Can't stop farting. 32 undefeated trophies. No. That's my wife talking to me over there. While I have everyone here, we just got back the January, February, March tokens. I showed these on Facebook, but for anyone who's new here, these are the tokens. My wife made them. We send these out to all subscribers who subscribe $9.99 and higher. I would like to do the $5.99 or the $4.99 subs, but it's just with the cost of printing and shipping, it's a little tough. But this is an owl that she designed. It's a 3/4 bird. And then we've got, if you haven't seen it yet, the movie Coco. This is one of the spirit beasts in the movie. I don't know its name, but Pepita. Pepita, my wife says. But this is that beast. All right, so what's our first pick? Is it Moat? Vampiric Tutor. Tarn. Alright, so we're going to go 5-color control. We're just going to take all the dual lands. And then we're going to take all the good cards. Yeah, that's usually the plan. So are we taking... Oh, none of this. Oh, can I get rid of the deck list? I can, yes. None of these cards are exciting. Alright. Am I taking... I don't take Geist, right? Am I taking Inspiring Vantage then? Like, none of these cards are exciting either, right? taking the mana fixing. Bonfire the Damned. Do I take Signet or Mox Diamond now? I take top. Diamond over top. This is what I love about Cube, is the sheer... You think top will wheel? Okay. Alright, we're gonna test that theory. I was leaning on diamond. But I love the sheer opinions about Cube and like what's really good and what's not. So how good is like Young Pyromancer in this set? Is it good at all? Am I just taking... I could also take... I mean, again, nothing like really excites me. I think Scroll Rack. Huntmaster seems good. Why does Huntmaster seem good? It's just a 2/2 for 4. We can do better than that, right? Jace interests me. I like the card advantage of Jace. Also, the plus seems good. And the -8 is a good win condition. How many games in Cube are won by not attacking? That's fair. I just think that there are bigger things that you can be doing than Huntmaster. Huntmaster is a very fair card, and this Cube is all about doing unfair things. So here I think I want to take Fiery Confluence or just Volcanic Island. I'll give you an example, Slick Daddy. Like, I played a Cube 2 weeks ago now. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. And... Ooh, Shardless Agent. And basically what it came down to was... Like, I was playing a very fair deck. And my opponent... I had, like, Lethal on board. And my opponent with, like... You know, one turn... Like, Time Walks twice. Sulfuric Vortex. Am I really going to be ahead, though? Alright, we'll see, we'll see. Kind of want Search for Azcanta. I don't think Vortex was the right pick. Maybe Impact 2 will get super rewarded and this Vortex would be good. Force red. I'm not quite ready to force red, but I get what you're saying. Do we take Shrine or Chandra? I do like the fact we have Chandra and Fiery Confluence. Wow, okay, red is super open and top wheeled. I think I'm taking Bonfire though. No, I gotta take top. I gotta take top. It's too good value. See, Huntmaster wheeled. Again, doesn't surprise me. Guess we'll take it. Probably not playing these cards. Pyromancer is instants and sorceries only. It's not non-creature. I kind of want to take the Signet or Bribery. Do we take Bribery? There's also Imperial Seal. We could also take Avalanche Riders and like continue with the red. Alright, looks like we're forcing red. Xenagos. Grim Lavamancer. Solemn Silaracum. See, then we get like a pack like this where the red's just kind of like meh. Could just take Boros Charm, Castle. Oh, for the last pick you mean? Sure. Recurring Nightmare is kind of sweet. Alright. Man, this was a storm pack for sure. Frantic Search is insane, right? definitely taking Frantic Search. Yeah, Strain caught my eye as well. Is it Upheaval? It could also be Gifts Ungiven. But I feel like it's on Upheaval. Where are we not? So is it just Colonnade or Polluted Delta? I'm gonna take the Delta. Thirst for Knowledge or Lotus Bloom? Although Lotus Bloom's not particularly amazing. I've never played with Manic Valley. No, and there's Destroy Target Artifact. Yeah, that seems good in this cube. Unburial Rites? Like, that card's really hard to beat, right? Man, if this thing wasn't 7 mana, I'd take it. I think we have higher chance of wheeling a Braid, to be honest with you. Alright, I have no idea what to take. Someone's gonna have to tell me what to take here. Inferno Titan? We're not a Skull Clamp deck, so I think I'm going to take Blood Crypt. And then I think I'm going to take just some removal. Just take this Terminate. Are we gonna play green? We have a Hunt Master. We can splash green and play this Pulse. We take the Bayou now. And that's green and black. I guess I'll just take the creature land. I'm gonna put it on the sideboard, probably won't play it. I think Liliana is going to be better in our deck than anything if we do play it. Same goes for Thrun. Emrakul. Dark Petition's good, right? Factor Fitchin is fun. Is it Signet's good? Tellurian Academy. 1, 2, 3. We don't have enough artifacts though, I don't think. Alright, what's everybody's votes? I think the picks are potentially Dark Petition, Factor Fiction, Is It Signet, and Tellurian Academy. And I would put them Academy, Petition, Fiction, Boff or Signet. I think I want Ramp. Ancient Tomb? I feel like Ancient Tomb. I'm taking the Ramp. Mind Twist? Is it really that good? It doesn't seem very good. I guess it's always... I mean, it's always value at some point in the game. But if you top deck it, you're going to feel awful. Again, I've never played with this card. I've never played with half of these cards. I think it's Taiga or Thran Dynamo. Ashiok, I had an Ashiok. I wasn't a big fan, honestly. Like, it's really good if you play it right on turn 3. I'm on the Taiga plan too. Like, we have these green cards we want to play. So I could see Exhume being okay. We're probably not an Exhume deck. I could see Hazard. I think Copperlane Gorge is also just a good consideration. Not really excited about any of these. I'm gonna take the Gorge. Similarly, I'm just going to take this Badlands. Glorybringer? What are you doing in Vintage Cube? Pernicious Deed? I thought about it. I wasn't a big fan. Seems like an okay card. Bulgari Signet or Demonic Tutor? I think I'm going to take the Signet and kind of continue on with his ramp plan. Tutor? Oh, right. This is the one that goes in your hand. Okay, sure. Yawgmoth's will's kind of broken, right? Survival with God. Yeah, we only have 6 creatures. I don't like that. I'll take Repeal. Dark Petition Wield. Gonna take that. I think I'm just gonna take Steam Vents. Take a sword for the sideboard. Could take Tezzeret as a maybe. Wheel of Fortune's also interesting. I think Exhume is a maybe. Haha! Pernicious Deed Wield! We'll play that card. Alright, so these are all lands. So we need to cut... Need to cut what? These can be a land. Play 17 lands, so 16 lands plus a diamond and a signet. Diamond actually wants us to have a land though. So my cuts at the moment are Dualcaster Mage and maybe this Liliana. This Liliana's probably better than this Chandra, right? Actually, I take that back because we only have 6 creatures. I think this is the deck. Let me know if anyone disagrees with anything. Alright, and then in terms of land, how many green sources do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 green sources. But we can fetch Taiga with Tarn. So that's, what did I say? 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Call it 4.5 green sources for 3 green cards. But we have Search, We have Search to help us find green. We have Demonic Tutor if we absolutely had to get green. Do we play a forest? We can't fetch a forest, so I don't think we play a forest. Alright, so for red, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red mana symbols. To 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if we play 2 mountains. 9 red. That's pretty close. I wouldn't mind having one more. Let's check out swamps. So swamps, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 black. And we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black source for mana. That's a little low. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to not play a forest. I'm gonna play 3 swamp. I'm gonna drop a mountain, and then I'm gonna play this Inspiring Vantage because we have Unburial Rights. And then Inspiring Vantage gives us a white source. So we'll have 2 white sources. I feel like this is what I'm gonna try. Actually, Pernicious Steed might not even be very good. I'm gonna cut that and play Gurmag Angler. Just a solid 5/5 body. And the reason I'm making that cut is we have all of these artifacts. When we blow this up, we're gonna lose a lot of our own board. Alright, so islands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're a little. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's probably enough to cast everything except for Jace. Might be a little rough. Alright, I'm gonna try this. We can always change it later, but I want to get a match in and we can sit here and talk about this for an hour, I'm sure. So we're gonna do one match and then call it a night, and I'll finish the league out on my own. I think we can do better. We have a lot of artifacts in our deck. I have a lot of color fixing, and I don't want to mold a 5, so I'll keep. Grixis Cube Shadow. Yeah, I should probably change my title, shouldn't I? Goblin Guide. He's gonna do some work. Recurring Nightmare? That's not gonna be very good. I don't know what I want to get with Delta yet, so I'm not gonna pop it. The league went fine. We went 3-2. It just went really quickly. There was a lot of just two games. Our first match went really fast. Because we didn't really get to play Magic. Alright, so our opponent is super aggressive. So... Wow, and he hit Mox Diamond? Or no. No, he did. Sick. We'll probably just have to flash in this dual cast mage. We'll try to get a land out of it first. Out of the goblin guy. What do we got? What do we got? 4 mana, cough. Yeah, that's pretty good. So our opponent curved 1, 2, 4. Don't know how we're living. And we've seen a lot of land. Like, we really needed like a Signet or a Taiga there so we could like Chandra minus. Harsh Mentor, okay. Our opponent is fully a mono red deck. Alright, we're just gonna concede. No point in giving any information. Alright, so we'll bring in this sword. Yeah, our deck's not very good. That's fine though. I think Burial Rites is pretty slow. Alright, we need our early curve to be able to keep up.
What if I go stronger?
That was a pretty sick curve by our opponent though.
What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way. I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger?
I think next week we're gonna do at the start of one of the streams we'll go over spoilers, talk about cards, maybe do some discussion. And then we'll jump into a league after. Maybe we'll spend like 30 minutes on Tuesday talking about cards. This will be the first pre-release in, man, since Born of the Gods that I haven't attended. My wife and I will be in Cancun, so it's totally worth it. But it is interesting. And I booked the trip during that week, so... Wow, do we keep this with Top and Huntmaster? I'm keeping it. He's gonna like Harsh Mentor us on turn 2. He's gonna feel growth. Soldier of the Pantheon. Gross. Alright, well we can repeal that. I don't really want those other cards, so I'm gonna fetch them away. And the Goblin Guide. Gross. Well, we're gonna try to get a land out of this. Get our island. Spin our top. We're not gonna get a land out of this. That's so gross. Terminate can kill Goblin Guide next turn. Don't think I want to spin. Alright, so the plan is to spin top in response to the guide trigger, hope there's a land. We know two of the cards. And then terminate the Goblin Guide, or if he plays something else. And then we'll play Huntmaster next turn, which can't block Soldier, but the Wolf can. I would like to draw probably the Maelstrom Pulse next turn, followed by the Search. Actually, I probably want to show him Search since we're playing Huntmaster, because it's the less threatening card. Oh my gosh, really? Really? We don't get to gain life? That is such a tilt. Alright, we're at 11. Got some work to do. We can repeal this. Don't cough me, bro. I guess we can Maelstrom Pulse the Vortex. Seems good. Hell Rider. Yep. So our opponent has the deck that we could have drafted. So if I take 3 and then I don't pulse this, so it's kind of an interesting decision because the Huntmaster he doesn't really want to leave around, but he don't really want to kill the. I mean, I guess he's going for it. I think our mana's pretty much tied up. I can't block, but I'm worried about Koth. We could shock to 3. But I don't think that's worth it. I guess it's 2 either way. Yeah, but this way we get to use top. It's about the same tempo. Soldier of the Pantheon is an all-star. I love how he casted off this one Sacred Foundry too. So we are... could have topped to get the pulse. Oh, sure, and then I'd be 1 card deeper. Doesn't matter, we're dead. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me tonight and this week. We'll see you next week, 6 o'clock on Tuesday. Love you guys as always. If you're new here, hit that follow button. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out a ton. Trying to get partnered in 2018. See if we can make it happen. All of your support, definitely appreciated. If you like my content, you want to support me further, consider subscribing. If you're interested in the tokens, you can find all of the subscription benefits below the stream or in the information. Yeah, if you have any questions, reach out to me on Facebook. And as always, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.